Are you looking for the best LED LCD TVs? In this video we will look at some of the best LED LCD TVs on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Sony Bravia 9 LED. The Sony Bravia 9 LED is Sony's flagship TV in 2024 and is their first non-LED flagship model since 2020. It sits above the Sony Bravia 7 LED and the Sony Bravia 8 LED. Sony claims they've developed the smallest LED controllers on the market, allowing for better contrast and more precise control of local dimming zones to greatly reduce the blooming around bright, small objects that LED TVs with local dimming typically have. One of Sony's main goals with the TV is to bring unity with their BVMHX3110 mastering monitor used in post-production to master films. They want the director's vision to translate to the at-home movie watching experience as well as possible. The TV is packed with modern features like Dolby Vision, HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, up to 4K at 120Hz, and VR support. It uses the Google TV interface, which is loaded with apps and has other smart features like voice control. The TV has a built-in 70 watts 2.2.2 channel speaker system, and you can also use the TV as a center channel with compatible soundbars and receivers. We bought and tested the 65-inch model, but it's available in 3 sizes: 65-inch, 75-inch, and 85-inch. Number 2. Hisense U8/U8N. The best mid-range TV we've tested with an LED panel is the Hisense U8/U8N. It's an excellent TV with exceptional contrast and an impressive mini LED local dimming feature. It delivers deep blacks in a dark room with very little distracting blooming around bright objects. The TV also has exceptional peak brightness and reflection handling, ensuring it can easily overcome glare in a bright room. It has good image processing and accuracy, although not nearly as good as the Sony Bravia 9 LED. Still, it's a great TV for gaming, with up to 4K at 144Hz support on its 2 HDMI 2.1 bandwidth port, alongside full VR support. It has a fast response time and incredibly low input lag, ensuring a smooth and responsive gaming experience, which is great for competitive gamers. It's compatible with Dolby Vision HDR and HDR10+, so content looks its best no matter its form. Like the Sony TV, it supports advanced DTS audio formats, allowing for the best sound when watching physical media. Overall, it's an amazing bang for the buck. Number 3. Hisense U6/U6N. The best LCD TV we've tested in the budget category is the Hisense U6/U6N. It has a very effective local dimming feature for a budget model, delivering deep blacks in a dark room. The TV isn't nearly as bright as the U8N, but it still has very good SDR brightness and good enough reflection handling to fight some glare in a well-lit room. It supports a wide color gamut, so colors in HDR content are vibrant and lifelike. Another standout feature of the TV is its support for HDR10+, Dolby Vision HDR, and DTS audio formats. The TV's upscaling is on par with the U8N's, but unfortunately, its low-quality content smoothing is a lot worse. The TV has an excellent response time, so there's not too much blur behind fast motion, and you get a responsive gaming experience due to its incredibly low input lag. Although the TV doesn't have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth and 4K at 120Hz support, it still supports up to 1440p at 120Hz for those who prefer a higher frame rate over resolution. Unfortunately, the TV's VR feature is limited to 60Hz, so you can't game in 120 FPS with VR active. Number 4. Roku Select Series. The Roku Select Series is the lower tier model in Roku's first ever proprietary series of TVs. It sits below the Roku Plus series GLET, but unlike that model, the Select doesn't use quantum dot technology to display a wider range of colors. As it's a cheap TV, it lacks some gaming features that more expensive models tend to have, like HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, a 120Hz panel, local dimming, and variable refresh rate, VRR. Unlike the Roku Plus, the Select doesn't support Dolby Vision but still supports HDR10+. It comes with version 12.5 of Roku's fast and intuitive Roku TV Smart OS, and its remote has an integrated microphone for voice commands. You can also use voice through the Roku app on your phone. It comes in 8 different sizes, from a very small 24-inch to a large 75-inch model.